we'll talk about in chapter 8 is this idea of efficiency. So there's two types of efficiencies that we're going to look at in terms of how well a firm is producing for society and how well they're producing for themselves. So productive efficiency means that you're producing without waste. It is a choice on the PPF curve. Remember, the PPF was showing us the best possible solution that you can do between two goods. And if you were on the curve, you were producing efficiently. So you're doing a really good job, all right? For a firm where they are producing efficiently, they are at the lowest average total cost, right? And that just makes sense. If you are efficient, you are at the lowest possible cost, okay? So in terms of if a firm is productively efficient, if your profit max quantity is at your lowest ATC, you are producing efficiently. So what we're looking for to determine if a perfectly competitive firm is productive efficient is their quantity at the minimum ATC. That's what we're trying to do, okay? So let's look at a graph here. If a firm, let's say, was earning profits, okay? So we have our demand, MR, price, MC, ATC. So again, we're earning profits here. And this is your profit max quantity. Let's call it Q star. This right here is where your minimum ATC is. So is a perfectly competitive firm productive efficient? No, because here is your profit max quantity where you're producing, but your minimum ATC is here. All right. Now, a perfect competition is productive efficient in the long run, and I'll show you what that looks like. So in the long run, remember that your price is equal to your ATC. So we'll have our demand curve, marginal cost, and then we'll have our ATC come down like this to show that everything is equal at this point. So this is your profit max quantity, and it's at the minimum ATC. So therefore, you are productive efficient. Okay. So a perfectly competitive firm in the long run, because their price is equal to ATC, and that's equal to their MC and MR and ATC, they are productive efficient, but only in the long run, okay? So only in long run. If they're earning losses, it's the same thing. They are not at their minimum ATC, okay? Now, for the other type of efficiency we have, it's called allocative. This is how well your firm is allocating for society. It means you're choosing the point on the production possibility curve that is socially preferred. So we're looking for the point where your marginal benefit is equal to marginal cost for society. So for the firm, if they are choosing a price, which is their marginal benefit, is equal to the marginal cost of production, this is the best possible price for consumers and the best possible price for producers, because they are trying to give them the best price at the cost. Okay? Basically trying to give society the most quantity at the best price to maximize that economic surplus we talked about in chapter 3. Okay? So we're looking for this. Does that look familiar? Yes, it does. Because for a perfect competition, remember, they have to charge the same price for all quantities. So their price is their marginal revenue. They will maximize profits. So they will do MR equals MC. So what are you noticing? If my price is my MR, and I'm going to choose MR equals MC, automatically price equals MC. So therefore, yes, a perfect competition, a perfectly competitive firm is allocative efficient. So yes, we are allocative efficient. And again, I'll show you right here, because look, this right here, that point, that's my price, which is also the intersection at the marginal cost. So price equals MC. So they are also allocative efficient. So going back up here, they are productive efficient only in the long run, And yes, they are allocative efficient because their price is equal to MC. All right. So that's the end of chapter 8. In the next chapter, we'll talk about monopolies and how they compare to perfect competition.